Hey. You know what
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, listen. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Hey, we got that guy in the building, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really like that.
It's really like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. For sure.
Woo. Oh, my
Man.
goodness.
Listen, man. All right, let's kick the show off first. We gonna kick this off nice and slow.
Let's kick it off, bro.
Let's do
Shake,
this,
sorry
man.
to
Let's
be
do
here.
this. Chick, mic check, 1, 2. We are back, man. Welcome to the Lost in the Sauce podcast. I'm your host, Sauce. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for anybody that has been tapped in with the, the podcast, tapped in with the growth of the, of this whole movement thing, man. I really appreciate y'all for sure. Follow me at Sauceville615. Follow the Lost in the Sauce pod. Subscribe to Out East Network on YouTube. And yeah, man, share it to a friend, man. Like, let's keep this thing growing. You dig? Yeah, we on Threads now too. Hey, man, shout out to Threads. We on Threads. We on Twitter. We on all that, man. So y'all just type us in. We there. You dig? Man, where do I start, bro? Wow. This has been in the making for a little minute now. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This is one of the. Hey, man.
Whoa,
yeah,
oh my guy. Oh my guy. Oh yeah.
Hey, just let y'all know what's happening, man. You know what I mean? This has been in the making for a little minute.
Ooh.
This brother is one of the most naturally talented brothers I've witnessed ever.
I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? It's really like that. The range is there. His hustle, his drive, his consistency has it's been on my radar for a minute now. And that's one of the things that just stood out. So when it was time and he's dropped this amazing project, I'm like, yeah, you got to come through. You dig? So.
Yeah. When it's God's timing,
yes.
It's always right.
Hey, that's it.
It's always right. Amen.
Hey, man. I met this brother over a year ago, and just seeing his growth throughout time, the way he's put time, effort, energy, love, passion into his craft. It's just been something that you can't ignore, man. So without further ado, hey, we got that guy, my guy, Sheldon, in the building.
Yeah. Whoa. Yo, thank you so much for having me, man.
Man, thank you for coming, bro.
I'm so honored and thankful and grateful to be here.
Yes.
Just seeing your work and the quality of your work, like even from a year ago today, like it's been really amazing to see your growth. And I'm just honored to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm grateful to be here. We thank God for being here.
Hey, listen.
Thank God for being here.
For sure. Man, I want to ask you how you been, man. Let's always start with that, man. We're going to always start with the mental health.
Man,
how have you been feeling? How is everything?
I am so grateful. I'm really, really good. I wasn't good, but I'm so much better now. One day I'll fully maybe I'll write a book about it, but just seeing where I was even 6 months ago, not doing the best, mentally, physically, health wise either. I was just I'm just grateful to be here. And so, yeah, I cannot complain. Even if I want to complain, I'm not going to, because it could be so much worse.
Always,
you know what I'm saying?
Always.
And so, yeah, I'm thankful, man. I'm in a constant state of gratitude, because it really, really could be worse for a lot of us. And so I'm taking gratitude in the small things. So I woke up. I'm here. Yeah, so as bad as it may be for everybody or for any others, I woke up. I got breath. That means I have another chance.
Yes.
Like, I'm not even trying to get too spiritual, but as someone who believes in God and who is a faith-based person, you know, he says his mercies renew every morning. So I got new mercies this morning.
Listen.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to get, hey, careful. Careful. Ooh, oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Hey, man, this talent just oozing out of it, man, for sure.
Ooh, wee.
Man, let's start with this. This is 4Da Lovers Part 2. It's dropped. It's in your phones right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all go download. It will be in the description too. So yeah, y'all go tap in with that.
Yeah.
And how's that feeling, man? Like, I'm pretty sure like release days feel good. When it's finally like, you know, you're listening to it in your own solitude, but able to like release that art to the world. Like, how does that feel now? And with this compilation of this project,
it feels really, really good. I worked really, really hard on this. This is the first time for Part 2, like executively producing something, you know, rearranging and arranging, you know, melodies, beats, sounds, finding out more about, you know, structures of production on top of I just wanted to make something really light and, you know, people to dance to vibe to, you know, I'm super, super honored to have the people who I got featured on, you know, the project. I got Chuck Indigo, we got Dom Q, even people, you know, from the first part, you know, Qualls and A.B. Eastwood. So I'm grateful. I'm so honored that people enjoy it. You know, we had the listening party in February for Part 1 and just wanted to make a continuation of that, you know, for this whole arc of love right now. Yeah. Even the acapella joint that I put out was like, you know, if I ever fall in love, it's all a thorough line of like what's going on right now. Yeah.
Love is such a like just beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
What has helped you like craft that world around like the place that you're in life right now? What's crafted that? Because obviously, you know, it's inspired from.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I'm happy. I'm in a really like joyful spot.
A lot of these tracks sound vibey. Like,
yeah, you know, it's very passionate, but also I think since the first project was so like the first EP was so like introspective and talking about self-love.
Yeah.
I wanted to like take more of that approach in terms of like relationships, in terms of, you know, just going on a date and like taking somebody out, you know, like that type of love is something that I wanted to explore because I initially just wanted to put out one song in February of this year. But it kind of grew organically into this whole project. So I was like, I have to put these out because we recorded a song. Me and Reese recorded a song. Shout out to Reese, one of the best producers in the world. You've probably heard so much of him. He's worked with Qualls, Ramey, Tim, Chuck. The list goes on and on. He is amazing. Just had to shout out my brother. We cut a song in March called Love Relapse. It's very like D'Angelo-esque, but that was when I wanted to put out on Valentine's Day of this year. But we just didn't really put it out. But throughout that time, we recorded songs like Baptized and songs like Sweet Nectarine with AB and like so things were like just happening so organically. Like I wasn't even planning on putting those out, but it just happened. So like, yeah, I mean, it just kind of just happened. Like I really wasn't planning to put anything out after the first project last year. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna,
you're gonna chill.
Yeah, just chill out. Yeah. But then like session after session after session, like we just started. I was like, I said, I gotta put this out. Man, these things were so good not to put out, you know.
Man, no, for sure. You put out some bangers for sure. I got so many questions around like the two projects. But for like starting out from like therapy.
Yeah.
what transpired from that place, like that growth in between, and then connecting with other creatives. You know what I mean? Because I met you at your first show
a year ago today.
Yes,
insane,
man. Crazy. And just seeing, I noticed then how talented you were.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that, man.
I was there from like Qualls. I was there to see Qualls.
Yeah.
Got blessed to see you. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
What happened with that? Because it was a significant jump.
In terms of like the outward eye, I think it is like a significant jump. But I would say so too. I think I put in more than my 10,000 hours now. But I think it's because I'm just so hungry for it. You know, I know what I can do. I know that I have the ability and potential, not even potential. I know what I have inside of me. You know, God doesn't put anything in us for it to stay dormant. And so I was like, okay, you put this out, go harder. And also, like, you know, from like the competitor in me, like the athleticism in me, I'm like, okay, you have to go harder. You have to never be satisfied. And I'm not even, to be honest, I'm not even really satisfied with what I just put out. Like,
we always like that.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like that.
But I think it, like, I guess to go back to answering your question, when everything just kind of fell into place, like I don't even remember how I met the people who I've met in my circle. Mm-hmm. Like it really just kind of fell into place so organically that I'm like, wow, when did I meet? When did I meet you again? When did I meet you? I don't really remember because it all just kind of like just happened. I remember like a specific month, but not like the actual time. So I'm just like, wow,
sure.
It's definitely, I'll say ordained, to say the least.
Man, listen, I will tell you though, man, it's something that I love about like the creators here in this city. Everybody, like if you have talent and you're forward with it and you're consistent, you eventually gain more and more respect, and everybody just kind of crowds around you and see how they can assist or help. You know what I mean? It's such a like a loving, just it's really what community should look like.
Absolutely. But I also think you have to want it yourself as well.
For sure.
Like there are plenty of people who have so many talents. You could throw a rock and find somebody who could possibly, you know, do the same thing. But I've always said there may be somebody who could out sing me. There may be somebody who could out dance me, out act me, you know, but outwrite me, out produce me. But you're not going to outwork me. You're not going to outwork me at all, because the things that I've been able to do in 365 days, I know that is due to not just by happenstance. It's because I'm putting in actual time and effort and work. And I don't take that lightly, because somebody else can do the same thing.
Fire. You know? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Let's go back to, I guess, to the beginning of that. So before we get into like you.
Yeah.
Well, no, never mind. Scratch that. Talk to me about the process of like working with. We're gonna go down through the feature list.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But talk to me about, let's do with the first 4Da LVRS.
Okay.
How was that experience working with AB?
Man, oh gosh. Shout out to AB. That's big bro. Yeah, the first thing we ever did, the first song we ever made together was Baptized.
That's fine.
the first song we ever made together was Baptized. So it was just a session. We were cooking up. My friend Tina was there. Bammy was there. Shout out to Bammy. And we were just vibing, you know, and it really happened very, very organically. But I will say this, AB is one of the hardest working people that I know as well. His tenacity, his ear, his, you know, creativity is really one of one. Even just the new stuff that I've heard, it's really, to me, more like, you know, your Rodney Jerkins, your Neptunes, like very much like your, it's in that world of like the very intricate levels of production. And I know like he's not even satisfied with the stuff that he's doing now. I'm like, what? Are you insane? Are you stupid?
Like, this is amazing.
Like, this is crazy. But again, like I feel it because I'm the exact same way in terms of like people can be like, oh my God, this is great. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Appreciate that. Y'all are so wonderful. Thank y'all so much. It's wonderful. But yeah, that working with AB because we did Baptize and Sweet Nectarine within like a couple of weeks within each other. So that was that was like that was the first 2 songs we ever did.
So let me ask you, because that's a blessing, because AB doesn't work with everybody.
He does not.
You know what I'm saying?
And he does not.
Strategic. You know what I'm saying? If you can catch his attention, then you're gonna get the sauce. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's correct. That is correct.
Do you know what may have been like initially what he's seen in you for y'all to eventually like create a song like Baptized and Sweet Nectarine?
I don't know. I think again, I don't even remember the first time we like well, that's not true. I think we met officially at my first session ever, which was March of 22. But yeah, things just kind of happened organically just as a friendship. Mm-hmm. And then the music just kind of fell into place, you know? And
that's
so like, that's like him and Lauren, like that's family for real. Like they are just amazing, amazing people. Yeah, for sure.
Hard, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for him to like drag you over into that world, it was just waiting. It was waiting.
Yeah.
It was like, man, I can't wait till I hear Sheldon in something like this. But yeah, for him to drag you over into the waters, man.
Yeah.
You executed.
I appreciate it. And like, it's so crazy because we'll be at like, we'll be in a session and like, we'll want to like retake something. He's like, nah.
That's it right there. Yeah.
I'm like, you ain't, I said, who you talking to? Like, no to who? I'm gonna retake this. But he literally says no.
Yeah.
And I have to live with that.
Man.
But if I'm working with myself, best believe I will be taking 15 takes. But I do appreciate that he's like, if it's good, it's good. You don't have, like, if you need to do it again, he would let me know.
Yeah.
But, you know, just kind of.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, it just kind of happens that way.
Beautiful. Let's bounce to what you did with Chuck.
Ooh,
yeah. Tell me about that. What was that like working with him?
Man.
With that one, man, because that was just organic.
That was so organic. I had a beat,
and that's Hit My Line, by the way.
Yeah, Hit My Line. Yeah.
Off of 4Da LVRS Part 2.
Shout out to Chuck Indigo. He's the GOAT. Yeah, it was very organic as well with that. I had a beat and I was like, I think I need somebody on this. Mm-hmm. And so I hit him up. I was like, hey, you know, you just want to slide on through. You know what I'm saying? Slide on through. And he did. And I said, you can literally do whatever. You could sing, like, because people who don't know, like, Chuck is an amazing singer. He's an amazing, like, it's so soulful. It's like, you know, music's so child, but also like a little bit like Carl Thomas. It's great. But yeah, I asked him to come on through. And this was my first time in working with him in this capacity. Mm-hmm. And we were going back and forth. Like I showed him my 2 verses first. And when I was like singing it, he was like, no, take that out. Take that out. Take that out. And that was like my first time someone's like actually been like, no, hate that. Let's change that. Mm-hmm. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
No, and I didn't even take it as like, what you mean? Like, because I respect his craft so much and I've been looking for that. It's different when you've been like waiting for someone to be like, no, let's reformat this. And I know you can do better than this. You know, someone who's giving you
challenging you.
That's really challenging you. Be like, hey, this is cool, but let's try something else differently. Mm-hmm. And I'm so grateful for that because it came out great.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Yeah,
sure. What did he do that verse all in that session?
Yeah,
that's fine.
He did that all in that session, man. Yeah. And it didn't, I think it was like less than 30 minutes too. It was not. I don't even. Yeah, maybe 25. Like it was not long. Like we all knocked it out very, very fast. Did all my background vocals like the same day too. So it was really, really easy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. My favorite of what we just played. Don Q.
Yeah.
How did that session go? And like, you got him in a pocket, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because again, I just asked him like, hey, would you like to be a part of this? And he was like, of course, because we've done some stuff together. We have like a couple of songs like in the cut now. He's just a great person to collaborate with, but also like I just respect him so much as, you know, as a man, as a husband, as a father.
For sure.
He's just a great person and like really has been like a great, you know, role model. And it just was so natural, so organic, the way we just kind of like went back and forth with each other on that track. And I had the hook already written. I was like, hey, you can do whatever. Just like have
let
fun.
him just cook, let him do his thing.
And only thing I really assisted with was like the BGVs, like, you know, because like I love that so much. Like arranging background vocals is one of my favorite things to do. Like helping people figure out like melodies and chord arrangements and like vocal parts. That's like my favorite thing. Like I could literally put out a whole acapella album of just the project and it would still sound good because I just put so much time and effort into arranging the, you know, background vocals. But yeah, that was a great session too. It was a wonderful time, and he knocked that out. Same as Chuck.
Did his thing, man.
You know,
he did his thing, man.
Yeah, he did his big one.
For you, is that strategic pickings?
Yeah.
So like when you work with the quals or you work with AB and you work with like those are strategic pickings, or does it just happen?
Both. Like, the AB joints were all organic, but like asking Qualls and Dom and Chuck to be a part of it was very much like, I know exactly who I want for this, and there's nobody else who I would want to be a part of that specific song other than those three, because they really added so much to just the grand scheme of the project. And I feel like we all complemented each other very well on the specific tracks that I chose.
That's fire.
Yeah.
A little bit more about this project before we get into you.
Yeah.
Sonically, was this intentional with like the direction sonically you wanted to go completely?
I don't think it was fully intentional. It kind of just was like happenstantial. You know,
gotcha.
It was more like, oh, this is where it's going. You know, this is where organically my sound is taking me right now. And I just kind of just let it happen. Sure. It wasn't anything like, oh, this is what I wanted specifically to sound like. You know, I'm planning to do all these things. This is intentionally what my sound is going to be like. And if you don't like it, you can eat rocks. No, it was not like that. For sure. It was very much like, oh, okay, this is fun. I enjoy this. I really just wanted to make a cohesive project in general that just sounded fun. Like, if you're not having fun, if you're not jamming to this, then, you know, I wasn't doing my job. You know, I feel like there's songs for every occasion on 4Da LVRS Part 1 and Part 2. Like, date night, just jamming, having a good time with your friends, you know, dancing with your partner.
Song for that playlist, too.
Hey,
listen.
Something for the playlist, too, yeah. Something for the playlist. So you know exactly what playlist we talking about. You know exactly what playlist we talking about, baby.
I meant to tell you, man, you a freak, man.
Oh, Mom, if you're listening to this, I don't know what Randolph is talking about. I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. I don't know what he's talking about.
Sheldon the freak, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, Sheldon the freak, man.
Whoa, my God. I don't know what he's talking about. Man, I love the Lord. He heard my cry, pitied my every groan. I'm a hasten to that throne. You hear me? I'm hastening to the throne. I'm saved. I'm going to church tomorrow. Church on the rock. That's where I'm going to be. I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, he is great, man. He is great. All right, man. Okay.
I would say the songs were written in a specific format. You can take them however you want to take them. Are they freaky to you?
Hey,
then it's freaky to you. I don't know what it's.
All right, so you gonna leave me out here hanging?
I mean, yeah, it's freaky. So
okay. All right.
I mean, specifically, like,
oh man, that's
like,
funny.
Yeah. I mean, whoa.
Oh man,
It's crazy, bro.
I cracked Sheldon, y'all. Look, yeah.
Oh my
got
god,
him on his toes.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's have some fun, man.
Oh,
let's
my
have some
goodness.
fun.
Let's do
Man, when I first met you, right? Back to that story. I didn't know how musically inclined you were until I went and seen you live. Like you put on your own show, own production.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing you up there singing, doing your thing. Mm-hmm. And then you just got funky out of nowhere and just pulled a saxophone out, bro. Like, I'm like, what's going on? Like, this dude is different.
Yeah.
So, like, give us some backstory. Like, how did you become this musically inclined? Like, what's in your blood, man?
Oh, my goodness. So, I've always loved music. It's like I think about it 24/7. Mm-hmm. But my dad's a theater professor at a college.
Wow.
My mom is a teacher as well, but also she's a singer. Like when I say, like I'm not even trying to like exaggerate. Like she is one of the best singers I've ever known in my life, and also on top of she, respectfully, and as someone who loves Whitney Houston as well, my mom can sing Whitney Houston under the table, and I'm not exaggerating.
Ooh.
I'm not exaggerating. It's just in her. It's just in her. It's just what she was born with, you know what I'm saying? And I learned so much from my parents, you know? And it's crazy because I wasn't even trying to really do music. I mean, I remember my first solo at church when I was 8 years old, and I remember that feeling. But I don't think it really like computed to me until post-college, you know? Yeah, but that's really where I get my musical background from, is my parents. And also I didn't even know that my grandfather, I think my mom told me this like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, he was in like a quartet group.
Wow.
I didn't even know that.
Wow.
So yeah, it goes back like further than I even thought.
Goodness. Let me ask you about like the range, bro. Because you have so much range at like your disposal to use at any point.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
It just here. You know what I'm saying?
Just blessed with it.
It's just blessed. I don't take credit for any of this. It's literally just a vessel. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Well, let me ask you then. Let me ask you then with that. So, obviously, you got that superpower and you've been blessed with that ability. How did you learn how to tame it?
Practice, but also like a lot of bad notes. You know,
okay.
I did a little bit of chorus in middle school and high school, but I didn't really tap into like what I could fully do until after school. I was like, let me just try to see if I can keep up with Mariah Carey on a song.
For sure.
And then when I found out like I could actually like do what she was doing, like whistle notes and all, and then I was like, okay, let's flip it. Let me see if I can do what Barry White can do. And I was like, okay, I know the top of what I can do. I know the bottom of what I can do. But just because you have all these tools at your disposal doesn't mean you should use them all at once.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of found like a happy medium, especially when it's time to perform. So if I need to take it up to the rafters, I can. But if I need to go down to the basement, I can. But I kind of just am still learning to find a groove in terms of that. But it's tamed through practice.
For sure.
For lack of better words.
What's your approach to that now with learning and mastering song making?
Ooh, I still don't think I've mastered song making. I think that's one of the areas I'm still like, I wouldn't say insecure about, but it's still growing.
Is it still shooting it, like
still
trying it,
still
like
trying different things,
shots,
you know. Because I only started songwriting like a year and a half ago.
Wow!
I didn't write my first song until a year and a half ago.
Wow!
I didn't step up to the mic to sing and record anything until March of last year, so it's still very fresh. Like I think. Like I carry myself as a veteran, but I'm still very much a rookie in this game. But That's just, I'm a good actor. That's because when you're a real thespian like myself, because I have regional credits.
Hey.
Tennessee Performing Arts Center. Shout out to them.
That's fine.
When you've been on stage, some of y'all don't know how to carry yourself.
Hey.
I ain't saying no names. I really don't know. I say some of y'all. If the shoe fits, wear it. Hey. It's above me, baby. It's above me. But I know who I be. You feel me? I'm the shit Nike. I'm the rich Nike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely like a growing process. I really do want to be taken, very seriously as a writer.
Yes.
First.
Yes.
Like, a vocalist aside, I really want to make sure that people understand that, okay, he really knows how to structure a song. He really knows how to flesh something out, give emotion to it, be vulnerable. And I think I've done a pretty good job so far because I'm a student first in anything that I do. But yeah, it's just it's going to take some time, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Let me ask you. Let's just go to the beginning, man. Tell us how Sheldon grew up. Like, what was that like?
Man, Sheldon grew up in a loving household. Sheldon had a great childhood. Sheldon also had a couple of, trials and tribulations, as a kid. But I was always trying to make somebody laugh. I was always trying to, give somebody, just make people feel good. Grew up around a lot of music. My parents introduced me into so many different genres, from Nat King Cole all the way to different like jazz to gospel to R&B to like just so many different genres. But yeah, I was kind of shy but I knew how to put on, So like if I'm by myself, I kind of just like stay to myself. But when it's time to like make people feel at home, I feel like I can do that. But yeah, I was in the band, played saxophone, did ROTC, went to college.
So you was very active.
Yeah, very much like student council, beta club, honor society, like I was very active in school. And after high school, went to college, shout out to UTC, wanted to be in biology, pre-professional medicine. So I was on track to be a doctor. Took the MCAT, was in the 96th percentile of that.
Wow.
Did fairly well in that. That was the track that I was going on, was about to either go to Meharry or Johns Hopkins for that, for school. But, pandemic happened, and then a year post-pandemic, school was over, and I was like, okay, you could either be a doctor and have 12 more years of schooling, or take a risk on yourself and do what you really, really, really want to do, which is music and theater and acting. And the first time I ever took a bet on myself was when I did a show. It was my first time like really, really auditioning for a play for real, like actually like taking time to study something. And once I booked that show in August of 21, yeah, that was great. I think that was like the catalyst for me being on stage for theater before I even wrote a song or anything. That was like, okay, I intentionally did this. I really want to go for it. And then when someone dropped out of a play, the same play that I just did, it was a play called Ragtime. And then they did a play at Ragtime at the Tennessee Performing Arts Center. And somebody dropped out. And somebody that I knew who I did the play with at just like a community theater.
Wow.
And that wasn't a paid gig. And the regional theater, like downtown Nashville, they were like, hey, we need somebody to fill in for this. And my friend who was, I did the same exact show. They were like, hey, I just did this show. I'm already in this show. I know somebody who could, possibly be a good fit. And I went in, sang a song, got the part. And that was my first paid, theater job. It was like,
That's
so
fire.
dope. And it was so easy because it was the same show. I didn't have to study any new lines, study any new parts and new songs. I already knew it. It's just like a more elevated, thing. And so
fire.
that was even more of a catalyst. And then I was still like in a really weird place mentally around that time. And so I decided it was around December of 21 to go ahead and write my first song.
Wow.
December of 2021, entitled Therapy. Wow. Yeah.
Talk to me about, man, just growing up in the house, man. What was some of the stuff that like you were just like listening to?
Man.
Tell me about that.
I listened to a lot of different stuff. From as early as I can remember. I mean, I grew up in a lot of gospel in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So, Clark's sisters, Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp, Smokey Norfolk was a heavy influence in me vocally. Jay Moss, but also Stevie Wonder, Prince, Nat King Cole, Tony Braxton, Michael Jackson, just so many of the greats, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, like so many of like the amazing people that my parents introduced me to. But as I got older, it became more like, I was really like heavy into hip hop. I mean, I still am, but like it was like your, Jay Dilla's, Rakim's, your Jays, your 50s, your Yays, very much like core, rap. But also on the flip side, I love rock, and punk rock. So Blink-182s, your Green Days, your AC/DCs, your Paramours. So very much getting older, I've picked and choose what I wanted, what I gravitated towards, I guess you could say. Yeah, for sure. And that's I think the stuff that I'm making now is very not R&B. For sure. Yeah.
Wow, man. So you're gonna be kind of experimenting with different sounds, different palettes of music.
Yeah. I'm challenging myself to just not put anything else out in 2025 until 2025, because I really want to grow as an artist. And I think to grow, you have to live.
Yes.
I need to live a little bit more to do the things that I want to do, especially if I want to make like a debut album, like an album, not like a 6-song or a 4-song project. I am intentionally locking myself in to produce the best quality that I can, and also challenge myself, because I always had an idea of what I wanted my debut album to sound like, and really like hearkening to the early 2000s. But like, if every station in 2003 was me, what would that sound like? So I want to dive into that and see what that sounds like. Yeah.
That's kind of ironic, like what you're saying there, because you like telling the story where it's like you betting on yourself.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, it's another form of
Yeah, for sure. And I think people would think like, well, you're doing so good in this one pocket, just stay there.
Yeah.
It's not going to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that R&B is never going to go anywhere. But I owe it to myself to try different things and different genres, because I love so many different things other than that, Yeah.
That's fire, man.
Yeah, man.
That is fire.
This ain't a one-trick pony, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
I like that, man. Variety for sure. Because like what you were just telling me that story, like I definitely didn't know that was the path that you were heading on, and then taking that detour.
Yeah.
So I was just curious of what some of that back, know what I'm saying, stuff that influenced you.
It really had influenced me growing up. Like, I don't know. I just always gravitated towards just rock and punk music. And it was something that I always wanted to try. And now that have the wherewithal and the ability to know what I'm doing, I can't wait. It's not saying it's going to be forever, but I do owe it to myself to do that and take risk and take bets on yourself, because if not you, then who?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man. Let me speak on like your studio work ethic. I'll say. Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've had the pleasure of being in the studio with you and just being a fly on the wall and just kind of watching you work. And man, I would tell you, one, I was very impressed with how like you composed and like arranged vocals. Also with just being with you being a sponge, but also being a great teacher in the studio as well. Like when you have other creatives that's working with you, or if y'all building something, like I've seen you do some amazing stuff in there, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I can't lie to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to, get better. And I think that I just love it so much and I care about it so much that I want everybody around me to be, at that same level. Because I think sometimes we have a tendency to try to network up instead of trying to network across. Like build your own community, build your own team, and you can all take each other together, like I'm literally building my own team now, like if I'm Jordan, I need Pippen, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm LeBron, I need Wade, like I need
Hey, don't do that. I'm a Dwayne Wade fan, man. Hey, why you say it like that though?
Listen,
you sure what Wade and LeBron? What you
I mean, they need each other. I'm a fan of both. Hey, shout out to the Heat. Shout out to them. Shout out to Miami. Hey, I'm out in Miami. Like, Lord, like, hey, I'm out in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a Lakers fan.
Hey, man, that's great, man.
That's it. Don't shoot me.
Oh, man, so you a Lakers fan. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to tell you who my football fan is because y'all really, y'all try too much.
I'm a Titans fan, so tread it lightly.
I mean, I've been born and raised here. That don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. Nothing. Nathan. That don't mean nothing to me. Because my dad had an opportunity. My dad missed the ball. You could have made me a Titans fan. That's your fault.
Hey, that's crazy.
My uncle swooped in, and I've been riding with the star ever since.
Golly.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. I mean,
there's nothing to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dallas. You already know we coming up. We coming back. We'll be back.
I like a few pieces off of Dallas, man.
Yeah. You ain't got like none of it.
I didn't.
It don't matter. When game day happens, baby. We back. That's all I gotta say. The chess pieces are in play. You were saying?
Oh, man. Look, let's see for the people that don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, tell us something about Sheldon. What does Sheldon like to do when he's not singing?
Man, when I'm not singing, I love video games. I love,
Name me a few that you really like, that you enjoy.
I'm like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, things like,
okay.
It's like so many. Like I could go down a whole like plethora and we'd be here for days. But also I'm a big movie head as well. Like I love
Talk to me.
films.
What's some of your favorites?
Man, I love like epic stories. So like your first Star Wars, your Lord of the Rings, your Matrix trilogy, not the fourth one. We don't talk about that. I don't know why they did that. But like, y'all could have kept Keanu dead, but y'all just wanted to bring him back because y'all saw the success of John Wick. I know you Hollywood exists, but guess what? Y'all on strike now. So what y'all gonna do about it now?
Lord.
Y'all not getting me.
Do you like that they're doing the strike?
Absolutely. Because as somebody who wants to do as somebody who wants to act as well, somebody who wants to continue acting into like film, I am so here with it. I'm here with the writers. I'm here with the actors and the producers that are making these stories. It's important that in any profession that you're getting paid fairly.
Yes.
And so I want them. Listen, musicians, when we going on strike?
Listen,
when we going on strike?
Hey,
yeah. Because they're not music. To be a musician, you have to love it because you're not going to get paid like that initially.
For sure.
Like even the people who you think are getting paid and the people who you think have a lot of streaming numbers, you're not getting paid like that. You have to either have brand deals, partnerships. You have to, you know, even the big labels, you know, if you sign to a record label, it's a loan. Like, I don't think people really fully understand that.
Yes.
They're giving you money, but they expect that back on top of interest because then you got to pay your manager. Then you got to pay your A&R. And learning the business of music has helped me be a better musician.
Yes.
You know? And so making sure you're copywriting on your stuff, making sure you're publishing all your stuff, making sure you keep your stuff protected, you know, making sure your splits are right, making sure anybody who's in the room who contributed to the song gets proper accreditation.
Yes.
Like you have to make sure that you are leading with integrity. And it's a grind for sure. But even in the year that I've been doing music professionally, I understand that you're going to have to want it bad, but also put in that same amount of work because you could like faith without works is dead. So you can have all the faith in the world, but if you're not putting in that work,
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Then what's the point? Like I can believe all day long, but if I didn't actually go out and learn how to work, you know what I'm saying? Like put in your 10,000 hours, put in your actual time. That means so much. Like even when I'll never forget because when I wanted to first dive into music, December of 21, I literally any producer that you could think in the city, I sent an email to. Like that's not even like cap. Like I sent an email to so many producers in the city, and crickets. I was like, hey, listen, I want to work. I'm trying to get stuff together. I would love to do something with da. Just literally nothing. DMs, emails, quiet.
That's how it be.
But the last week in December, right before the new year, I hit somebody up. I was like, you know what? Let me just hit somebody up. I hit up Reese, and he was like, yeah, that's good. Let's do something. I was like, oh, bet. Say less. Yeah. But also in that time, it also made me learn how to produce myself, you know, because you can't always expect everyone to do it for you. Yes. Like you have to want and have the desire to want it for yourself. And so shout out to Reese, but also shout out to me.
For sure.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like
get busy.
Yeah. You have to have that type of drive and tenacity to want that. So yeah. For sure.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful. Would you have an awareness of like the business? I don't want to get too far into like your business because I'm sure you got a plan. But could you see yourself doing a major deal? Or would you like to be independent and just maybe publishing or?
Yeah, for sure on more the publishing side.
Gotcha.
If just having a team around, I know the music will do well, you know. Just I always said like if you get me in front of the right audience and the right amount of eyes, yes, the music will do what it's supposed to do, you know. For sure. Even now the type of community that I've been able to build over these last 365 has been amazing because it's been organic. I haven't had to coerce anybody to like my stuff. If you genuinely like it, I know that you genuinely like it because you wouldn't play it otherwise. You know
Facts.
So yeah, I think down the line, I would love to do like a major publishing deal, you know? So
fire.
Yeah, I want to try to keep as much independency and ownership as possible.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Back to like some of the random things about Sheldon.
Yeah.
What's Sheldon's favorite food, man?
Sheldon's favorite food, anything fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Yeah.
My type of guy. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Anything fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
All right.
I love soul food. I really, really like Vietnamese food, so like pho, your summer rolls, spring rolls. I'm a heavy Asian food, fanatic. Love those types of things. Not that big on Mexican food.
Really?
Unless it's a burrito taco. That's it.
See, I understand.
Yeah, I've never been like a huge, like I'll eat it because I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna eat it. But like, it's gonna
be like, did he just do the wrong spread?
I'm gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying, baby?
I told y'all you were nasty. Look, see, I told y'all.
Like, I would definitely put food in front of my plate. If it looks appetizing, I probably will eat it. But
I mess with it though. I'm like that too. Man.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't gonna eat everything.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because not everything appetizing is actually good. I've learned that from experience.
Are you one of the people that like smell your food before you?
Actually, yes. I don't have to like smell it, but I have a very sensitive nose. So like any scent at all
that throws you off,
it throws me off immediately because my eyes are bad, but my hearing is great and my nose is amazing. So
you like what was that dude? What was that dude that's like blind, but he got all the...
I'm Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil.
That's right. I'm Daredevil, baby. Can't see it all. I take these off.
Hear, like...
I'm legally blind. But baby, I can hear it through the walls. Hey, that's a blessing and a curse.
I'm busy.
Let me tell you something. Them dorms back in the day.
Listen.
I could not go to sleep. Put the earphones in. Because y'all are talking about I'm a freak.
Hey,
let me tell you something. You know exactly who you are. I'm not even going to air you out. But you are disgusting. Filthy. Disgusting.
Hey, man.
You need to go to church. Because you didn't. And we were in church choir together in college. Hey, I know you did.
Crazy. Yeah. Shout out to her, man.
I don't know about that.
Dang, she can't get no shout out.
You can get a shout out. We'll give you this one little piece because I know you're going to feel some type of way if I don't shout you out. Shout out to you. Congratulations. You made it on the South Podcast. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Look, man.
Hey, everybody ain't able. Listen, I'm blessed to be here. Cause let me tell you something. He don't ask a lot of people to sit on this black couch.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's a fact.
I'm really, really just honored to be here, to chop it up. So it's been good.
Man, thank you for coming and having fun with me, bro.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
It's been a blast. I wanted to ask you, like, what motivated you to even start this?
It was I feel like, man, it was an empty void here. It's a lot of talented creatives, a lot of people that inspire me, whether if it's through your music or just what you're doing. And I feel like it wasn't proper representation. For you to have a free platform to, one, have fun, two, tell your story. Because everybody has a story to tell. You know what I mean? And so that's what helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what continues to help me do it. It's not necessarily for the money. It's not for the money. It's not for clout or any of those things. It's to be able to provide a service. I think the same is what you do. Like, it's no telling of what the story and stuff that you have been through and been able to put that into your music, how that's helped healing other people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just like where we were at with KP event recently.
Yeah.
It's healing through the music, bro. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
When you have a gift, you have to use it in the proper manner. Especially when you're aware of it.
That part. Like, if you don't use it, you lose it.
For sure.
And I think that's really the biggest thing that has kept me doing this is like, if you want it, I mean, if it's in you, you have to be of service, because it's not, God doesn't give us these gifts for us to just sit on them, Yes. He doesn't give us these opportunities for us to just not do anything with it, because if not you, it's going to go to somebody else, If not you, it's going to be somebody who really wants it more. And I think that's what I've learned so much is taking time being present and being just grateful for the moment, you know? And yeah, that's a really, really, really big thing for me right now. It's just being grateful. So literally every day I wake up, I'm like, okay, God, thank you.
Yes.
Like, literally, that's just it. Like, because it's a privilege to even do this, you know?
Yes.
Like, we take time and effort and energy and money to curate and create as high of a quality product as possible. So yeah, just being grateful and present of, you know, my family, my friends, you know, my community, you know, the team that I'm building. It's really, really good. Yeah, just really, really thankful, man.
For sure. Tell me about, like, speaking of team, tell me about, like, how it is with, like, the good guys.
Hey, yo.
Oh, yeah, she about to.
Whoa. Good guys. Whoa. Good guys. Oh, my goodness.
That, man.
Shout out to the good guys. Like, man, I'm going to see if I can name everybody. I'm pretty sure I can name everybody.
Let's
in the words of Concept, Kelby, there's like 67 of us. So there's so many of us. But I'm gonna break it down into sections. Okay, so we got the big three. We got Jay, we got Kelby, Concept, and we have Dylan. Those are like that's the big three, the top three. Then we got the videographers and photographers. So Kelby is in that as well. Concept.
Okay.
Kentrell, Crash, and Laid. I'm pretty sure that's it on that. Amazing. Fire. Yeah, that's it. Then we have the artist side of Good Guys. So we have Nick, we have Gnarly, we have Qualls, we have Ashley, we have myself.
Yeah.
We have Intro. We have CeeLo. Who else we got? I feel like I'm missing somebody. I don't think I'm missing anybody. If I'm missing somebody, I love you.
Y'all make sure y'all let him know.
Yeah, please let me. Oh my God. The group chat is going to be crazy. Actually, y'all ain't going to get me on Lost in Sauce. I'm checking it right now. Right now. No. Y'all ain't never going to see me slipping because it's right here. Nope.
Hey, man.
Let's go down the list, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Good guys, international.
Who's some other intricate pieces that's involved with Good Guys?
Oh man, Dee. So Dee
love
is,
Dee, man.
She is.
I like Dee.
She really is like one of like the heart and soul of Good Guys. One of the best A&Rs. One of the best project managers you could ever ask for. She is amazing at what she does, you know.
Yes.
It's just we the best. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you listen, we a little quiet right now, but best believe we're not really quiet. We're always working. Whether that be individually or whether that be collectively, whenever we come together. And we're really just getting our footing now with each other, you know. It started, you know, back when they were in Memphis. And so as they continue to grow and develop and find more people, it really is about like team building for sure. But I can say as head of HR, it really is an amazing team and amazing people to be a part of. They stick for one another. And also we're just trying to uplift and create, you know, Black solidarity and Black creativity in the city, but not just in the city, like outside of that as well. Truly an amazing group of people. Shout out to Cozy, shout out to D-Ray, you know, shout out to everybody in that whole group, because it's not just a creative collective. It really is a family. You know, shout out to Marvion. Shout out to Kentrell. I don't think I said Kentrell. If I didn't say Kentrell, I'm pretty sure I did. But y'all not gonna catch me slipping.
Jay Taylor.
Yeah. You know, shout out to Jay Taylor. Shout out to Jay Taylor. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Everyone's doing their thing, but I'm gonna make sure. Okay. CeeLo, Qualls. Dom Q.
Yeah.
Oh,
The feature.
y'all not gonna catch me slipping.
Hey, look.
Dom, Dylan, Lade, Intro, Jay, Kelby, Gnarly, Nick, Bruce.
Yeah. Hey, all right. There you go.
You see why I say there's 67 of us? There's so many.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Bruce, be good. You know it's all love. Independent lady. You better watch this too, because I put that in there for you because I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Independent lady. Go stream that. Go stream Independent Lady, please. Yeah.
We can clip that up too. We can clip that up for you too, so you shout it out.
Yeah, I'll shout at everybody.
I
I got everybody on the list.
He didn't miss nobody.
I didn't miss no names. And if I did, you're not in the group chat, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Lord.
Yikes. Yikes. We like zoinks. Like, dude, sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Hey, man. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Let me ask you, bro. What's honestly for like Sheldon, just something random again. Like, what's a perfect day for Sheldon?
A perfect day is sleeping.
Sleeping in.
So for real. Or even just going, to my local coffee shop or reading a book and writing, like non-songwriting, just writing just to write. I've found that very, very imperative and in my growth, just taking time to live. Again, back to you need things to have source material, whether that be whatever you're doing. So, I love going to movies, big film head again. I love just not really doing anything. Sometimes it's okay to just sit and not do anything, especially in this time, in my 20s, I'm just figuring out like what my life looks like before possibly starting a family or possibly, wanting children. I don't know about that. I'm really trying to be the rich uncle.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. I'm really, because one thing about uncles, you can send them back.
Yeah, hey, that's
return to
once
sender.
You got them, you got them.
That's
man.
what I'm saying, because I really like the return policy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I love that because you have a 72-hour policy. Mm-hmm. After 72 hours, take them Rugrats back home. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Steven. Okay, because I go back and forth with the idea like, man, I'll be a really good dad. I'll be an excellent dad. But also I know I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Once they take on you, this day,
I know, but also I feel like I would. I mean, you can speak to this. Like once you have a child or children, I feel like your life is no longer, I mean, it is yours, but you have to fully make sure that this person is getting everything that they need. Oh, yeah. And I feel like I just don't want to mess up in that type of way. I mean, that's life, but you know what I mean?
Is it because like you feel like the place that you're in right now?
Yeah, I just don't think I'm in a place right now. If I ever, find somebody who I wanted, like be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's we'll see where that goes. But for right now, ain't nothing one of y'all marriage material out there. No.
Is it difficult out there in the field for you?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Big Sauce. Let me tell you something, Randy.
Hey man,
it is terrible out here. It is terrible out here. Yeah. Trash. Shout out to you and yours, because let me tell you something. Shout out to everybody who got somebody, because it's a wrap. It's trash out here. Trailer park.
God, man.
Like, I'm not gonna say that because words are so powerful. It's trailer park for y'all. It's not trailer park for me. I just don't be talking to nobody. Cause like, could I answer a DM or two? I could.
For sure.
I could answer.
DMs open? Is the DMs open?
They're not open, but depending on the sender, we could make some arrangements. Hey, yeah. Hello, wake it up. Wake it up. Let me tell you something.
Hey, man.
Let me tell you something. I mean, actually, it is. I just don't go outside. Like, people who know me know that I'm never outside. So if you see me outside, know it's a special occasion because I'm not really. If you see me, I'm working. If any event that you see me at, the majority of the time I'm on the bill, or the majority of the time I'm working in an event, whether that be through Good Guys, whether that be through helping my friend, or like I'm always doing something. I'm never just sitting still. So it's rare that you see me just, hey, let's just go out, because there's nothing out there.
Let me ask you for that, like in that dating scene, because like, is it more so of a thing where they don't understand how to balance that type of stuff, or is it just everybody's kind of running their own race and nobody wants to try to figure out how to combine that?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think everyone has their own identity that they're trying to find, especially when you're early 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I think that's the prime time to be selfish, like full on selfish, and do whatever it is.
I think we're all just trying to figure it out. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of opportunities, I would say, but I think I'm at a place now where, like, if you don't have your own thing going for yourself, I don't have time to be like,
like coddling.
Like, I just don't have time. I really have time for myself at this moment, because I'm just working so hard to achieve my goals. So you have to have your own drive and work ethic to be over here. Yeah. I can't speak for everybody else, because listen, they may love freeloaders, not over here. Yeah. There's a toll fee. Yeah. Subscription. You know what I'm saying? Shipping and handling is included.
I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? We do tax over here.
I feel it.
I mean, it's a mutual thing, but I think at least dating in here is not something that I've had the best luck with. So I kind of just don't,
Do you just let it like come to you?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not.
I know you're dropping these bangers. I know that. I know that. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I can see you in your Usher bag, like soon, like.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
I'm gonna keep my wife away from you.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about it. This ain't August Alsina, baby. Listen, I respect marriages. Your marriages are safe.
Hey man, he's smooth. Y'all gotta watch him, man.
Listen, I mean, listen, they like the nerds. What can I say? What can I say? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, he's crazy, man.
Listen, Steve can become Stefan at any minute.
Hey, listen, real quick. Hey, it get dangerous.
I don't know what it gets, Mom. Hey, if you're watching this, Mom, I don't know what. I'm an actor. I'm just acting.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just no, but I
Talk to me.
I respect relationships, but I respect. Let me say this: I respect marriages.
I like that. I like that.
Marriages,
that's fair.
union, a God-binding or legally tying union.
Yes.
If you're in a relationship,
it is what it is.
I'm over here. If they come over here, that ain't my fault.
Hey,
I ain't entertaining.
They chose up.
Hey, hey, y'all. Flag on the play.
Hey, yeah. That's 15-yard penalty.
That's what I'm saying. So I ain't trying to wreck no home, but if that foundation rocky, then what can I say?
I feel it.
If it ain't no ring, it don't mean a thing over here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. No, y'all be safe. I don't. You
be out the way. You seem like you.
I be in the cut, bro. I be in the cut. I do not like people who know. Like, I just don't go outside like that. I'm not trying to be in the mix like that because I just don't have any desire to. I've never been that person though. Even back in college, like I've always been like the designated driver. Never really like I can count on one hand the times that I've just been. We're outside, yeah. Like, nah, it's just not. Sure. It's just not a thing, But who knows?
I like that.
Things
the suspense.
Yeah, never Never keep me in a box. You never know.
Yeah, you just said that earlier, man. You said that earlier.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Just because what you see now, you know what I'm saying? Like, can we start hitting the gym, son? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, you
Lord.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get real surgical out here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, hey, that's all I gotta say.
Let me ask you for the ladies that will watch this that wants to know about Sheldon. Tell them a little bit of what you're into and how you like to move, because sometimes I think that's where things can get confusing if they don't know how a person likes to date.
Yeah, that's
move,
true. That's
you know what I mean? What they're into.
Yeah, I think I'm really like chill. I'm not a hard person to figure out. You know, I'm a big nerd. Like, I like video games. I like nerdy movies. I mean, I could go in a whole direction about comic books and like the diaspora of X-Men and how it correlates to civil rights. It's too much. Like,
it can go there real quick.
Go there real quick. So if you don't have the bandwidth to understand that it gets really serious over here, it gets really serious about those things. But also, I don't know. I'm an empath. I like to make sure people are taken care of, you know, whether that be family or friends or significant others or anything like that. But it's not that hard to figure out, I think. But also, I like to make people feel good, you know. For sure. If we can't laugh together, if we can't be friends first, I think sometimes people jump into relationships with the preconceived notion that, oh, we're dating, you know, just to date. But like, if I can't goof off with you, like, I feel like your partner should also be your homie. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should also be like someone who you can go like, let's just go hiking or something. Let's just go look at the trees. Like, just something stupid, something off the kilter, or like, let's just go, you know, go for a date and not even have to do something fancy. We could just go out just for the sake of going out because you need that time. Yeah, it's, but also I don't like people. We'll tell you right now, I don't like y'all.
It get like that.
It's a lot of maintenance, and people want this lifestyle. You know, everybody try to be a city girl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the city girls. We love a city girl. You know what I'm saying? Love a city girl. Love a hot girl. It's a hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying? But also, I don't know. Y'all stay over there. Man. But you can't come over here. See that?
I didn't see that.
Whoa. It just depends on the person. Not everybody. This is not a free-for-all. You know what I'm saying? This is exclusive. You got to pass a test. You got to make sure you get your shot records, your vaccination. Yeah. Please. No, it's but like, in all seriousness though, it's not as convoluted as that.
Do you bump into that many women that's like intellectual, like to have conversation, like, you know what I'm saying, like those in-depth conversations?
In-depth,
you know what I'm saying?
conversations. Nah, I mean, not unless they like my sisters or like my good girlfriends. But like,
so it's a lot of small talk.
Yeah, but also I feel like at least here, I feel like everybody's. But also the pool is so small here. I feel like everybody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to get involved in that. So I'm just kind of like, ooh. And I be peeping stuff. I peep everything. I see everything. I know everything. I know who was with who. I know who was with what. And I don't want any parts of that.
I feel it.
Nah. Man. So I would rather find somebody from, you know, Houston, or somebody from, I don't know, Sugar Ditch, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Saskatchewan. No, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm keeping everything open. Whatever comes my way organically, but I'm not looking for anything.
I can't imagine what a Sheldon project sounds like when he has like a legit muse. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what that's like.
Like in love, shit.
I'm really going through a little heartbreak right now. So.
Oh, that's why we getting them bops then.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm really, it's really sad boy season over here. It ain't nothing
That's
going
why
on.
we get that fire.
Listen.
Oh man, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Like sad boy season. You feel me, bro? It's really bad because I felt for somebody really bad, but she was doing me like them dudes be doing y'all.
Oh man.
And I feel like the roles were kind of reversed. I was like catching feelings, but they had a whole roster. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's tough. Cool. It's cool.
That's tough.
I knew that was gonna happen, but I'm just such like a, you know, oh, she liked me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there, man. I'm in there.
So he love hard, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's weird. Now this becoming Dr. Phil.
Oh,
nah,
man.
it is what it is. But also, like, you know, I feel like it may be time to be outside.
For sure.
It may be time. You know what I'm saying? The project is out. I'm on my way. Hit my line. I'll pleasure you. I got it. See how I did that? If you
that was smooth.
Look at the track.
That was smooth. That was
you know,
smooth.
I'll baptize you. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see that sweet nectarine if you let me. I mean, it's really just an opportunity. You know, we can go in slow motion. It don't matter, or fast. You know, it's crazy.
You on the way?
You know, I'm on the way.
Yeah.
You know. I just want to make you comfortable. Because this is for the lovers. For the lovers.
That is fire. You're really good, man. You're really good at what you do.
Hey, you know, Hey. No, I take pride in everything that I do. Try to make sure that it's as high quality as possible, whether that be music, singing, writing, acting, you know, even graphic design, whatever it is. I try my best to do things in excellence. My mom always taught me that, like, do things in excellence, you know, and regardless of whether you think it's small or big, put your best foot forward because it's what God deserves, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely.
So I guess the last two things I want to ask you, what's so with this like sabbatical and this rest that you're going to take, what can the people expect from Sheldon?
Oh man, there's a lot to expect, but I think the biggest thing to expect is really just growth, like overall growth as a person, as a writer, producer, but outside of music, just I want to be more present in moments. Like, I feel like I've just been doing this so much, like show after show after show,
Go.
just, you know, recording. Even if it's just for the sake of it, I think I need to take time to really be more intentional. Take more time to develop that. And so that's the reason why I'm not going to put anything out in 2024, because I really want to grow more as a man, grow more as a person, grow more spiritually, physically, like all levels, emotionally, financially. It's just time to set even more of a foundation. I feel like I put the foundation down. Now it's time to like get the framing ready. The house will never fully be built until, you know, we say goodbye from this world. That's when the house is completed, at least in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you construct it, how you make the blueprints work, what room goes where. Do you want the kitchen to be next to the living room, or do you want it to be next to the bonus room? Do you want an open floor plan? Like, hypothetically, in your life, how do you want your life to be? And going to this next chapter in my life, I think it's time to really just be, you know, more forthcoming, you know, but also taking time. It's important to take a rest.
Yes.
You know, it's really, really important to take a rest. So this is a rest season. Not saying I'm going to still be creating, be active, you know, but in terms of just putting material out, it's very, very imperative that next year in the top of 25 that I don't really do anything like that. Yeah. But when I come back, Oh, what a time. What a time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, man.
Hard. Let me ask you, man, so to finish it out, I usually like to ask people this, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as creatives, not only are you blessed with like talents and gifts, but I kind of characterize them as like superpowers. Mm-hmm. So what's your superpower? And not just even in a creative realm, like just something with you. I think my superpower is the ability to communicate with others.
Yeah. Yeah.
To allow safe space. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your superpower?
Oh, man. I think the major one would probably be adaptability. You know, I feel like if you put me in any environment, I'm able to catch on and able to, you know, maneuver in a way that is effective. You know, I feel like very much, you know, just a student of everything. I want to learn as much as I can about everything. And I feel like adaptability has been the biggest thing for me to learn. I guess it is my superpower. More like really like, I mean, in comic perspective, like a Mystique type of like, because like Mystique can like transform into anybody. Like, and you'll never know who it is unless, you know, they want you to know. Yeah. And so I feel like I'm very much like that. But also, I feel like also in terms of like Spider-Man as well, I'm very intuitive. My intuition is very, very spot on, or discernment for the spiritually inclined. I can pick up on energies very, very quickly. And I can tell how to read a room. Like, oh, okay, this person, just keep them at an arm's length. Like, I feel like I know who to let into my space and into my circle off of really like the first couple of interactions.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. I don't think I got any more questions for you, man.
Man.
I definitely want to thank you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for just inspiring, like, with your consistency. I feed off of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I see you going and you continuing to go, it makes me go harder, man. So
no, same.
Keep going, brother.
Absolutely. This was great. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. It's been a wonderful, wonderful time.
You've been on tours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So much. Like, crazy. God is good.
Speak on that real quick.
Yeah, I was able to go on tour with We the Kingdom, touring a lot of different places around the country. Shout out to them. That was an eye-opening experience for me as well, because I realized that's what that's going to be my job. Like, not even wanting to be like, you speak things as though they are. So that is my job. Like, what I'm doing now is setting up the foundations for the rest of my life. And I know that for a fact, because I know that it hasn't, for right now, I feel like there hasn't been like a plateau. Like, thank God, it's really just been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people who I've met, the people who want to work with me, I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Like, that's so dope that I'm able to be around people and that they see something in me that feels like, oh yeah, he's got it. That means so much, because I put so much into this. And I'm just so eternally grateful, you know? JESUS. He's the BEST best.
Hey, come on.
Hey,
now.
Hey,
come on now.
Careful. Because if you only knew what I went through to get to today.
Man.
No, for real. Like, I think people really don't. We all have our own trials and tribulations, whether it be said or unsaid, things that you may not even say to anybody else, you know, but you are still breathing. You are still here. Your life has a purpose, and you're here for a reason, and you know. And also, one big thing I've learned, and this will be it. I've learned to, I guess another superpower is to understand the difference between people who are here for a reason and people who are here for a season.
Ooh.
I sometimes had a tendency to keep and carry even things and people who were seasonal people, you know? And I had to learn that through experience and through trial and error. But that's been a really big thing. Not everybody is supposed to be with you at the last curtain call. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people.
It's been a hard thing for me too.
Yeah, you know, like it's like one of those things. Like, oh, but they've been here since. Like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if you are if your goals are not aligned, if your goals are not heading towards the same place. It's just not. It's not conducive. You know, it's going to be pulling you back instead of pushing you forward.
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
yeah,
that's a big thing. But yeah, that's
for sure.
That's it, man. That's all we got to say.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
I appreciate what you're doing with your art, man. And yeah, thank you for just coming to sit down with me, man.
Yeah, I'm so glad and so honored that I was able to do this with you, man. I'm so thankful. I'm on the year anniversary of my first performance ever. Crazy,
man.
Crazy. It's definitely like not a huge circle, but it's like a small circle. Like we're still gonna keep expanding the circle. For sure, man.
Bro, I would tell you, man. Just keep illuminating that light. Keep shining that light, bro.
Thank you so much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's from the first day I met you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've always carried yourself just in a high manner. You've always been humble. You know, you always had hospitality, and for sure, for like a person like me, I value that stuff. I may not say it, but I see it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And just continue to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And thank you, and thank you for just having that.
I would
naturally. People don't forget that.
I'm never gonna be, someone who you can't approach. No matter how big everything ever gets, my mom even always told me, like, just stay humble, put God first. Like those, if you can do that, then I'm telling you, the rest is so easy. Like everything I said that I wanted to do happened because I spoke it.
Yes,
words are so powerful, and so be careful what you speak over yourself. Like if you keep saying you're tired, guess what? You're gonna be tired because you already said that. It already came into existence. So I'm very, very cognizant over what I say and how I say it and who I say it with. You know, like this conversation is very special because you don't take it for granted because interactions is currency. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah. So cut the check.
Hey.
Cut that check. Deposit direct. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sheldon.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Let everyone know where they can get your stuff. It will be in the description as well. So, you know what I'm saying? It'll be down there.
Yeah.
But shout everything out, man. Any shout outs,
Yeah. Let me shout out to the folks. Shout out to mom and dad. Love y'all so much. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to the good guys. Shout out to my close friends. Shout out to Raimi. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Kitoya. Shout out to Victoria. There's so many people who I have in my life that I'm so thankful for. Shout out to Lauren. Shout out to Jam. The list can go on and on. You all are so amazing. But you can follow me everywhere on streaming platforms. SHELLDHN. Don't ask me why I wanted to spell my name that way. I just did because I wanted to, and I can't. What you gonna do about it? Yeah. I'm just playing. Please listen to the material. I'm not. Please, it's really good. It really is.
It is. It's great. It's great.
1-800-4DA-LVRS Part 1 and Part 2 is out everywhere. I will see you all in a year and a half, and it'll be worth the wait. I promise. Yeah.
Fire, man. Fire. Thank you, bro.
Man, thank you.
For sure.
It was awesome.
Yeah. That is. Did you want to play anything off of here, man?
Man, we started out with part 2.
On the way. Yeah, we started off part 2.
Did you want to play something from part 1?
We can.
Okay.
We can do that for sure.
Let's do that. Let's close it out with something.
What's one of your favorite on there? I think I got an idea, but I want to hear it.
Ooh wee. Oh gosh. Oh, let's close it out with Sweet Nectarine.
Ooh.
Let's close it out with Sweet
I thought for a minute you was gonna say Rendezvous.
Rendezvous?
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. We gotta do Rendezvous.
I thought that's what I thought.
It really is my favorite. It really is my favorite. So we're gonna go with that. All
right. You try to go with the fan favorite. Okay.
I was trying to go with what people wanted to hear. But guess what? I'm doing what I want.
Go in here. Yeah, it's right there. It's gonna be in the description, man. We'll check it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's rent it, man.
Woo.
Thank you again, brother.
Man, anytime. Thank you.
For sure. It was an honor, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.